Settle in. The story starts here. When Ethan told me his parents wanted to take us out to celebrate our engagement, I was genuinely excited. After almost 2 years together, I thought this was finally the night I'd stop feeling like the girlfriend and start feeling like family. His mom even called me that afternoon. Wear something nice. Tonight is special. She was right, just not for the reason I expected. Dinner started perfectly. We laughed about wedding venues, talked about honeymoon destinations. His mother kept bringing up grandchildren. His father even raised his glass. To family. For the first time, I felt like I belonged. Then dessert arrived. His father quietly folded his napkin. He stood up, walked over to a cabinet, then returned carrying a black leather portfolio. He placed it directly in front of me. Gold letters covered the front. Prenuptial agreement. I looked at Ethan. His smile disappeared. The look on his face told me everything. He hadn't seen this coming either. His father leaned back in his chair. I hope you understand. This isn't personal. Our family has spent generations building what we have. My grandfather started the company. My father expanded it. And I've spent my entire life protecting it. I nodded. Honestly, a prenup didn't bother me. Then his mother smiled. You seem like a lovely woman. She paused. But people change when money gets involved. Before I could answer, his father spoke again. We've watched people marry into money before. We won't let our son become someone else's retirement plan. The room went completely silent. That hurt. Not because of the prenup, because after 2 years, they still believed I might be with Ethan for his money. Their attorney opened the folder. He spent nearly 15 minutes explaining every page: the family trust, investment accounts, vacation homes, future inheritance, business ownership. When he finished, he slid a pen toward me. If everything looks acceptable, I picked it up. Everyone relaxed. Then I gently placed it back on the table. I'd be happy to sign. 3 smiles appeared. After we signed mine, I reached into my purse, pulled out another leather folder, and placed it beside theirs. Every smile disappeared. His father laughed. You brought us a prenup? I did. His mother smiled politely. Well, now I'm curious. The attorney opened my folder. He skimmed the first page, then the second. Then he slowed down. He adjusted his glasses, turned another page, then another. The room became strangely quiet. Finally, he looked up. May I ask a question? Of course. Are these financial disclosures current? They were updated 6 days ago. He nodded, then continued reading. His father finally broke the silence. What is it? The attorney answered carefully. This agreement protects significantly more assets than the one we've presented. His father laughed. I'm sorry. What does that even mean? Without saying a word, the attorney slowly turned the first page toward everyone. Across the top, in bold letters, estimated net worth $318,400,000. His mother laughed. Oh, that's funny. Then she looked around the table. No one else was laughing. His father stared at the attorney. 300 million? The attorney nodded. Based on the documentation provided. No one reached for their coffee. No one looked at dessert. The only sound in the room was the attorney turning another page. Sole founder, majority ownership, commercial real estate holdings, private investment portfolio, multiple patents, minority stakes in several startup companies. Every sentence made the room quieter. Finally, the attorney looked back at me. What industry is your company in? Cybersecurity. His eyebrows lifted. You're the founder? I am. His father looked confused. I've never heard of your company. I smiled. We don't advertise to consumers. We build security systems for hospitals, banks, and government agencies. The attorney nodded. That explains it. Then Ethan's father turned toward him. You knew about this? Ethan looked just as stunned as everyone else. No. His parents stared at him. You didn't know? He slowly shook his head. I knew she owned a business. I never knew any of this. His mother looked back at me. You never told him? I smiled. No. Why? I looked at Ethan, then back at his parents. Because on our third date, he told me something. Ethan laughed softly. I think I remember. I smiled. You said, if money ever becomes the reason we're together, I'd rather not be together at all. So I never told you. I wanted someone to love me before they knew what I had. The attorney quietly turned one final page. There is one additional document. Everyone looked toward him. It appears the company is currently in acquisition negotiations. I nodded. We are. He adjusted the paperwork. If the acquisition closes, the projected valuation places her net worth between $500 and $550 million. No one spoke, no one even blinked. Finally, Ethan's father looked at me. His voice was almost a whisper. Why would someone like you want to marry my son? I smiled. For the same reason, he wanted to marry me. Everyone waited. Neither of us knew what the other was worth. The attorney quietly closed both folders. Ethan's father slowly pushed his own prenup aside. Then he carefully slid mine back across the table. I think, he paused, we'd like to read yours again. The ride home was quiet. As Ethan and I reached the front door, his mother hurried outside. Can I ask you one question? Of course, she hesitated. If we had never asked you to sign that prenup, would you have ever told us? I smiled. Eventually, I looked back at the house. But I was hoping you'd know me first. I reached for Ethan's hand. He squeezed mine. Together, we walked to the car. Every story leaves a question. If someone judged your intentions before they ever took the time to know your heart, would you accept their apology? Or would that first impression change everything?